Do we have a question in the room? Yes, one, maybe two. Yes, two, one. Yes, push the button.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to address the issue that you raised about youth engagement, and I think that there are quite a few relatively young faces here today, and I want to say that we are engaged.
I'm not criticising your engagement, I'm sorry, I totally agree. I work with a lot of young people. I love your engagement. I'm just simply...
Questions, and then...
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry. That's okay.
Yeah.
The second point is going to be, it's quite difficult at the moment, as a young person, to maintain engagement, I think, as compared with in the past. The job market, I know economics is a big issue, and it has been raised several times today, but you know, for me at the moment, I'm working a full-time job and I'm not getting paid, and I'm doing the ECI work when I get home in the evenings. None of this is paid, and I'm happy to do it because I'm passionate and I'm engaged. My problem is, where do I go from here? You know, I want to do this. I want to be involved. I have the skills, I have the education, I have the passion and the engagement. So I need an avenue. I need a way in. And it feels like a lot of the positions are being taken by maybe an older generation that, sorry, that has you know, that has more life experience, which is wonderful, but at the same time I think it might be a hindrance, because you sort of, not necessarily at all, but you may lose sight of the sort of hope that I have. You know, I really believe that in 20 years' time we're going to be living in a different place, and I don't feel the negativity because I know that there are others around me who are equally committed and engaged, and all we need is the opportunity. We need the older generation to give us something to work for and money to work with. Yeah.
Can I answer that one?
So no questions.
Okay. I'm someone who studies language, especially eco-criticism. What I'd like to draw attention to in our discussion is our word choices of natural resources and the implications of that. It might be a good idea to reflect upon anthropocentrism, a word that's come up often today when using the terms natural resources. Something I'd like to also put in the spotlight is the term sustainable growth. And I wonder, this is the question now, when does sustainable growth become sustaining the status quo? And that's an open question. Thank you.
Then Christoph will do a short summary answer, and after Nicole, and after Mrs. DERMANGE.
Yes, I belong to the older faces here, but I would like first to say thank you for all those who are from the young generation for having come here. And I can feel very much what you say. I have spent a long span of my life working for almost nothing, because I was just committed to some things I believed in. And so I know where you are, and I can well remember. And I must say one thing. Though I have gone through this, I would not like to say, oh, the younger generation, they should do the same way and things like this. I do not believe this at all. Why? Because in our society, everything is production somehow, including to produce the future. But some productions are highly valued, and some productions are said, well, let's wait civil society, or let's wait some enthusiastic people, inventors, enthusiastic people, and so on, to do the job, and when it's almost cooked, we will pick up, and then we will make the business out of this. So most of the things you see today, and which are big business, have come to life this way. Nicola mentioned World Wide Web. I can just add, before World Wide Web, the microcomputers and things like this. It was the same story. The guys were in IBM, and IBM told them, please don't play with things. You can take the rubbish there, you know, the electronic rubbish, and you can play with it. But please, well, as long as you are here in the company, work, produce something which makes money. And it's the same for energy. Aeolian energy is wind energy, is something which has been modeled for 40 years, approximately 40 years, by enthusiastic people, and who lately came to the point of saying, now we can make money out of it. The interesting thing is that most of the time the inventors do not even get the benefit from it. They get lost on the way once people who have the web. I find this way of working in our society highly unethical, because we were talking about ethics. Because if we stick with the idea that everything is production, then also that every work deserves a salary. And where is the salary for your commitment? Where is the salary for what you, younger generation, are doing here? And the response of the system would be, oh, we don't have money for this. This is one of those myths of things which are absolutely not true. Money is there, more than we can use, but we don't use it in the proper way. And this needs to be changed. But to come to this point, you know, we need to rethink the path of innovation, and not only technological innovation, but societal innovation. And this needs to be taken into account by our society and also by political deciders. So in my view, societal innovation is one of the key issues to produce a future for a humanity which is aware and which produces also the necessary thinking about our role on this planet. Thank you.
Nicola?
Just like to say that I know young for me is everybody actually, but I work with a lot of people your age. I said it's true, volunteers, but giving them an opportunity to come with Earth Focus, build some courses, we can make money with them as well. To hopefully, eventually, that's the whole idea. To get lots of information out there, get lots of action. And if you wish to join us, it's with great pleasure. Experience also is helpful. One of the things that I know many people now get, you have a master's in this, a bachelor's in that, what's your experience? And then you ask the company, will you give me experience? No, that's not our business. I know you're in a very suitable position. But don't worry, I've been doing this for many, many years, and don't get rich.
They're happy.
I just want to move out.
Yeah.
Short message for the youth?
Okay, thank you very much. That was also a nice question, nice comment. represent a country, and a country such as mine, Ecuador, when the common comment that we receive is, okay, they look at the map and they look at the size of Ecuador compared to the size of Colombia and Peru, our neighbors, and of course, Colombia and Peru are much bigger than Ecuador, so Ecuador looks very, very small. So it's not easy to come here to Geneva and to represent a country that everybody thinks is small. In my vision, it is not small because it depends on what you are comparing to Ecuador. Why I'm saying this? Because when you are in this position, you have to fight the double in order to be listened. And here, I have felt in Geneva, I say, that there is a place to be listened to. Your ideas can be listened, can be shared with other people, even with criticism, and this is fine. If you are a pioneer that presents something, and then everybody looks at it, and they criticize you, even in that case, it is good, because you are breaking the path. I will tell you a very concrete experience, not related to this one, but related to something that everybody was saying without mentioning when the speakers spoke about Ecocide. Ecuador tried to present a resolution about the negotiation, the future negotiation of an international legally binding instrument for private companies, for transnational companies. That was against everybody, against the industrialized countries, against the private companies, these 16 big polluters, these 16 big CEOs that are the ones who pollute the environment. Why? Because we realized that one of the main problems is that, okay, we can have nice laws, nice rules, and in that regard I agree with the professor who spoke and said, well, the rights are almost useless. And to some extent it is right. Because, okay, we have nice international instruments, nice laws, and then if we fail to apply them, that was your criticism, and that is for sure. If we have nice laws, nice rules, nice instruments, and we don't apply them, so what is the use of it? But then we began this fight. We began this initiative. And what was actually something that helped us a lot? Civil society. We got the support of 600 NGOs all over the world. And with that force, with that power, plus the sponsorship of South Africa and other countries, we gained the vote and we finally adopted a decision that is really a decision that may create a change. Because now we will, next year, we will begin negotiations for a legally binding instrument in order to see how international, transnational companies must comply with human rights. And when I say human rights, I'm saying also respect to the environment, respect to human beings, respect to people. Remember Rana Plaza problem. Remember what happened in Rana Plaza in Bangladesh. Remember what happened in Bhopal in India 20 years ago. Remember. So I'm positive. I think that there is still a lot of work to do. Of course, there are not so many fair treatment for young students, and that's a practical issue as well. I think it happens here, it happens in Ecuador as well. But I think this is the way to make your own way towards this better future that everybody would like to have. Thank you.
Thank you to the speakers.